Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you very much for your kind association. Let's get started with our study of Sri Jaiva Dharma by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahasaya. Let us recite our Mangalacharan prayers first. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, we are reading from Sri Jaiva Dharma, the last chapter of the first division. There are three divisions in Jaiva Dharma. The first division is Nitya Dharma. Second division is Sambandha Abhidheya Prayojan. And third division is Rasa Tattva. So we are in the last chapter, and today will be the final session of this chapter also. We'll be completing this chapter and we'll be completing section 1 of Jaiva Dharma today. Nitya Dharma. And this chapter 12 is entitled Nitya Dharma and Sadhana. So let us begin. We saw in the previous session how Sri Raghunath Das Babaji Maharaj, who is a disciple of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, explained to Rajnath that all the scriptures explain that bhakti is the real sadhan and getting Krishna prem is the real sadhya. Krishna is the sadhya, and to get Krishna we need bhakti. Prema bhakti is the sadhya, the goal, and practicing bhakti is the sadhan. Then Vrajnath says, the mantras that I quoted are principal statements of the Vedas known as Mahavakyas. Which statements had Vrajnath quoted earlier? Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi. These are the statements that the impersonalists claim are the Mahavakya. Tattvamasi, you are that. Aham Brahmasmi, I am that Brahman. They said this is the Mahavakya of the Vedas. So Vrajnath is saying the same thing. The mantras from the Vedas and Upanishads that I quoted are the Mahavakyas. How can the sadhya and sadhan that they put forward possibly be extraneous? So these people think that I am God. Aham Brahmasmi. I am God. Who is God? Are Tattvamasi. You are only that God. So here we are saying that you have to do sadhana. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. So this sadhana process seems like something extraneous, something external. Acha, who is the sadhya? No, you are not God. Sadhya is the real God, Krishna. That also seems like somebody else, something extraneous. So now Babaji Maharaj is going to respond. Sri Raghunath Das Babaji Maharaj is going to respond. The Vedic statements that you quoted just a moment ago are not described as Mahavakyas anywhere in the Vedas. Only the Mayavadis say that they are Mahavakya. Nowhere in the Vedas it is said directly that this is the Mahavakya. Now listen, here comes a Mahavakya. Aham Brahmasmi. Here comes a Mahavakya. Tattvamasi. It is not mentioned like that anywhere in the Vedas. Only these Mayavadis, they keep saying that this is the Mahavakya, this is the Mahavakya. In Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna has to give a Mahavakya, what does Krishna say? This is my Param Vachan. Listen carefully. Te hitam. I am speaking for your benefit. Shrunu. Listen carefully. And then Krishna will say, Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. In the 18th chapter, Krishna says like that. In the 9th chapter, where Krishna describes devotional service, also Krishna says, this is the best knowledge. Rajavidya, Rajavidya. Listen carefully, this is Rajavidya. So, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, all these great things that are there, Man Mana Bhava Bhakto, end of chapter 9, these are Mahavakya. Because Krishna is saying they are Mahavakya. But nowhere in the Vedas it is said that Tattvamasi and Aham Brahmasmi are Mahavakya. Only the Mayavadis keep saying. So Sri Raghunath Das Babaji Maharaj is saying the Vedic statements you quoted just a moment ago are not described as Mahavakyas anywhere in the Vedas. So when we are preaching, we have to remember, anytime we are questioned, we have to question the question. For example, if somebody says, Ajay Govind Prabhu, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, these are Mahavakyas. Why in your Bhakti Shastri you are not teaching all this? So first we have to question the question. अच्छा, you are saying they are Mahavakya? किधर लिखा है बताओ? कौन से उपनिषद में कहा है कि तत्वमसि is a Mahavakya? Anywhere Srila Vyasdev is saying that this is a Mahavakya. Then why you are saying it's Mahavakya? So we have to first question the question. First make sure the question is valid. Otherwise we will just get on a wrong track trying to respond to their challenge. So Jaiva Dharma is also teaching us how to preach for Krishna, for Krishna's glory. So Babaji Maharaj is cutting that question of Rajnath. They are not described as Mahavakya anywhere in the Vedas. कहीं पे है तो दिखाओ. नहीं, this is not there. Teachers of Nyan have proclaimed that these statements are Mahavakyas in order to establish the preeminence of their own doctrine. But in reality, Pranav is the only Mahavakya. Om is the only Mahavakya in the Vedas. Therefore, all the mantras, they begin with Om. We also begin our Mangalacharan with Om. Then, Ajnanatirandhasya Jnananjanasya. But we begin our Mangalacharan with Om. Because in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Pitaham asya jagata, Mata dhata pitamaha, Vedyam pavitram Omkara. Riksama yajurevacha. I am Omkara. So Om is Krishna. Therefore, it is Mahavakya. It's Krishna, Supreme Personality of God, Bhagavan. All other Vedic statements relate only to particular aspects of Vedic knowledge. Other statements are giving Vedic knowledge, but Om is Sakshat Bhagavan. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am Om. Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. Krishna says, I am Pranav. It would not be incorrect to refer to all the statements of the Vedas as Mahavakya. Okay, if you want to argue, then I say that all the statements of Vedas are Mahavakya. Why? Because Vedanta Krit, Krishna is written, Krishna is the composer, Krishna is the compiler of all the Vedas. All the Vedas are coming from Krishna. They are non-different from Krishna. They are Shabda Brahma. So why you want to say this statement is Mahavakya, this is not Mahavakya? I say All the Vedas, all the statements of all the Vedas are Mahavakya because they are all non-different from Krishna. However, it is dogmatic to single out one particular statement of the Vedas, Tattvamasi, as Mahavakya, Aham Brahmasmi as Mahavakya, and to label all other as ordinary. When Srila Prabhupada teaches us Bhagavad Gita, does Prabhupada say that chapter 9 is Mahavakya, all other chapters are not important? Or does Prabhupada say the 10th canto is important, second canto don't have to read? ऐसा है क्या? नहीं. Entire Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna Tulya Bhagavat, Vibhu Sarvashray. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Gadadhar Pandit, who are the personification of Srimad Bhagavatam, they would relish even 4th canto, Dhruv Charitra, even 7th canto, Prahlad Charitra, hundreds of times. Like that. So the whole Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavad Gita. When we read Bhagavad Gita on Ekadashi or Gita, Mokshada Ekadashi, we read the whole Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? Because whole Bhagavad Gita is holy. Now, those who are, it is dogmatic to single out one particular statement of the Vedas as Mahavakya and to label all other statements of Vedas as ordinary. And those who do this are committing an offense to the Vedas because they're calling other statements to be ordinary. Shruti Shastra Nindanam. This is one of the offenses to the holy name, to blaspheme the Vedic literature. So his question was, how can the goal be extraneous, external? The Vedas describe many extraneous goals and the means to attain those extraneous goals. So they sometimes praise Karma Kand, sometimes they praise Mukti. But in the ultimate analysis, the Vedas conclude that Bhakti alone is both sadhan and Prema Bhakti is the ultimate goal, sadhya. So Vrajnath may say, okay, you are saying all the Vedas are Mahavakya, every statement of Vedas is Mahavakya, then why in your Vedas Karma Kanda is described? Why Mukti is glorified? Why Jnana Kanda is there? It should be only Bhakti, 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 Bhakti. No, because Vedas deal with people of different levels of spiritual evolution, spiritual advancement. So there is Karma Kanda also. For those who are having that Adhikar, Karma Adhikar. There is Jnana Kanda for those who have Jnana Adhikar. And there is Bhakti described for those who have Bhakti Adhikar. The Vedas are like a cow. And Shri Nandanandan Krishna is the milkman. In the Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, verses 46 and 47, which is the concluding verses of 6th chapter, Krishna has revealed, Nandanandan Krishna has revealed the real purport of the Vedas regarding their ultimate aim. Tapasvibhyodhiko yogi jnanibhyopi matodhikah karmibhyas chadhiko yogi tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna. Clearly. O Arjun, a yogi is greater than all types of ascetics. Tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi. Yogi is better than the tapasvis, ascetics. Jnanibhyopi mato adhika. So a yogi is greater than the ascetics, greater than the fruitive worker, karmakandi, and better than those who cultivate impersonal knowledge aiming at liberation. Jnani. Karmibhyas chadhiko yogi. Better than karmi is yogi, better than jnani is yogi, better than tapasvi is a yogi. Tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. Clear? Everybody accept? Tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi. Yogi is better than a tapasvi. Jnanibhyopi mato adhika. A yogi is better than tapasvi. A yogi is better than a jnani. Karmibhyas chadhiko yogi. A yogi is better than a karmakandi. Tasmad, therefore, Arjun, yogi bhava. You become a yogi. Tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna. Arjun, you become a yogi. Krishna is saying. Everybody is accepting this fact. Krishna is telling Arjun to become a yogi. Now the question is, who is a yogi? So verse number 47, Krishna is going to answer. The very next verse, Krishna is answering. So who is the best yogi? Yoginam api sarvesham madgatena antaratmana Shraddhavan bhajate yo mam same yukta tamo mata. Tamo means superlative, best, good, better, best. Krishna says, Mataha, it is my opinion. I consider that the greatest of all yogis, yoginam api sarvesham, the best of all yogis is who? Mad gatena antara atmana. One who is attached to me with firm faith. Firm faith means Shraddha. Shraddhavan. And what does he do with Shraddha? Bhajate yoma. He constantly worships me. If we have Shraddha in Krishna, if we are devoted to Krishna, we will worship Krishna. He constantly worships me. Bhajate yomam. With full expression. With full expression. Sarva bhavena. He worships me constantly with full expression of the heart. Shraddhavan bhajate yomam. Samay yuktatam. Mad gatena antara atmana means with full feelings. Everything he has. Complete Krishna consciousness. Tivrena bhakti yogena. He worships me with tivrata. With complete absorption. Mai arpita manobuddhir. Mam eva shashi. Asamshaya. He completely devotes himself to me. Ananyas chintayanto mam. Without any deviation, he completely focuses on me. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Yadantascha drida vrata. Namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasade. Nityayukta upasade. He's constantly engaged, completely engaged, with full absorption. Mad gatenantara atmana. He's completely devoted to me. Shraddhavan bhajate yomam. Worships me with full absorption, full faith. Same yukta tamo mata. One who is yukta, one who is engaged in this way with shraddha, with complete devotion and dedication, who is serving me, bhajate yomam, yukta tamo mata. He is the best yogi. Yogi namapi sarvesham. He is the best yogi. So Krishna is telling Arjun, become a yogi. And then Krishna is defining who is a yogi. A yogi is a pure devotee. Shraddhavan bhajate yomam. One who worships Krishna with shraddha. So in this way, simple in Bhagavad Gita, in the 6th chapter, right in the middle, the concluding verses of Krishna, 46 and 47, Krishna is saying, best yogi is a devotee of Krishna who worships Krishna with shraddha, faith. Abhi dekho, is it difficult to understand? Krishna is saying, someone will say, let me become a karma yogi. Are Krishna is saying, better than a karmi is a yogi. Okay, let me become a jnani. Are Krishna is saying, better than a jnani is yogi. मैं तपस्या करूंगा. अरे better than a tapasvi is a yogi. And who is a yogi? Yogi नाम पे सर्वेशाम मद गते नांतरात्मना श्रद्धावान भजते इमाम समय युक्त तमो मता. A pure devotee is the best yogi. Simple. This is Bhagavad Gita as it is. Krishna is saying become a devotee. उसमें क्यों इतना भी argue ये वो नहीं कि ऐसा है वैसा है. No need. Just understand Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada has made it so simple. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has made it so simple. Just accept that we have to become devotees. Jivana Swarupa Krishna and Nitya Das. Krishna is saying, Man mana bhava mad bhakta. Clear. Bhava mad bhakta ka simple hai, mera bhakt bano. Become my devotee. Bhava mad bhakta. Krishna is saying, Man mana bhava mad bhakta. This is twice he is repeating. It is said in the Shvetashvatara Upanishad 6.23. Yasya deve para bhaktir yatha deve tatha guru tasyaite kathita hi artha prakashante mahatmana. Again, bhakti is mentioned. Yasya deve para bhaktir. Because the question is really bhakti the sadhana? And is prem bhakti really the sadhya? Yes, it is. It is there in Shvetashvatara Upanishad. It is there in Gita Upanishad. Everywhere it is said. Bhagavatam is saying that. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radhokshaje. All the confidential purports of the Vedas, prakashante mahatmana, are fully revealed to that Mahatma, that great soul, who has the same transcendental devotion, para bhakti, for Guru, for Shri Gurudev and for Shri Bhagwan. Yasya deve vasudeve para bhaktir यथा वासुदेवे तथा श्री गुरु. जैसी भक्ति भगवान में कृष्ण में है वैसी ही भक्ति उतनी भक्ति गुरु में होनी चाहिए. It is said then everything will be revealed. So bhakti is important. Without bhakti prakashante nahi. Your name may be Prakashananda, but there is prakash only in the name. There is no real prakash. Real prakash comes from Krishna. Krishna Surya Sama. Maya hai andhakar. Prakashante Mahatmana. It will be revealed only when there is parabhakti for Guru and Krishna. It is said in the Gopal Tapani Upanishad, Purva Vibhag 2.2. Bhaktir asya bhajanam tad iha mutropadhi nairasye naiva mushmin manasah kalpanam etad eva cha naishkarmyam. Bhakti performed for the pleasure of Shri Krishna is known as bhajan. Bhaktir asya bhajanam. This means to give up all desires for enjoyment in this world and enjoyment in the next world. What is the meaning of enjoyment? What is the term for enjoyment in this world and enjoyment in the next world? Who remembers? Raise your hand. Hare Krishna. Satya Mataji, speak the Satya. You are Satya personified.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, in this world, enjoyment means bhukti, and in the para world is mukti.
Jaiva Dharma. This is Jaiva Dharma class. Yes. Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Is it Aihik and Amutrik?
Aihiki Sukh, this world, and next life?
Amutrik, is it?
Yes, Amutrika Sukh. Yes. Iha Mutropadhi Nairasya Naiva Mushmin. Bhaktir Asya Bhajanam Tad. Bhakti performed for the pleasure of Shri Krishna is known as bhajan. What is bhajan? Bhajo bhajo bhai Chaitanya Nitai. What is bhajan? Bhajatam priti purvakam. Tesham satayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam. Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam. Krishna is saying. So what is this bhajan? It is defined here in Gopal Tapani Upanishad, very important Upanishad. Bhakti performed for the pleasure of Shri Krishna is known as bhajan. Haritoshanam. Tat pratyartham. To give pleasure to Krishna, that is bhajan. So if we are saying, I just want to do bhajan, the aim should be, I am doing it for Krishna's pleasure. Sripad Ayendra Prabhu was asked, what is the quickest way to chant Shuddhanam? Are you interested in knowing the answer? One line answer. When we do Kirtan, how to chant Shuddhanam? How can we convince Krishna to descend in the form of the pure name on our tongue? Sripad Ayendra Prabhu said, chanting Shuddhanam means chanting for the pleasure of Krishna. When we do Kirtan, we should not think अभी इसको impress करूंगा, उसको impress करूंगा. आज ये melody ऐसा सबको अच्छा लगेगा. नहीं, this melody has been repeated. कुछ नया melody. One, there was a Kirtan festival, and there were two devotees who were going to sing one after the other. And one devotee had prepared one particular melody. And somehow, by the quirk of fate, the devotee before sang exactly that melody that this devotee was practicing for many weeks. For the Kirtan festival. Now the Kirtaniyas don't discuss, you sing this melody, I'll sing this melody. I don't think so. I'm not a Kirtaniya, but I don't think so. They discuss in the lineup. So this devotee got so upset. So half an hour before this devotee's slot, the other devotee started. Same melody. How is this possible? How can this devotee, did this devotee steal my melody? Does this devotee know that I'm going to sing this melody? Is this some conspiracy against me? That devotee got so disturbed that could not do the Kirtan only. कैसे, हाउ दिस वाज सच अ, मैंने वृंदावन 24 आवर्स कीर्तन के फेसबुक के किसी पेज से ये मेलोडी चुनी थी, ये किसी ने सुनी नहीं है गांव में. हाउ दिस डिवोटी न्यू दिस मेलोडी एंड हाउ दिस इज सो बैड. मेरी मेलोडी छीन ली. हरे कृष्ण. सो व्हाट, सिंग द सेम मेलोडी. इट्स नॉट अबाउट द मेलोडी, इट्स नॉट अबाउट इंप्रेसिंग योर. वाह क्या मेलोडी है, कैन यू शेयर, किधर से मिली ये मेलोडी आपको? ऐसा वाह वाह चाहिए क्या? तो वाह वाह मिलेगा, शुद्ध नाम नहीं मिलेगा. शुद्ध नाम चाहिए. You have to do kirtan for the pleasure of Krishna. When we sit down morning to chant japa, we have to think, today I will chant japa to give pleasure to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, who gave this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Today I will chant for the pleasure of Radhe Shyam, for my Radha Krishna's pleasure. Prabhupada wanted us to chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada, you wanted us to chant morning japa. Today I will chant my japa just to please you, Prabhupada. I hope you are pleased with me. When we chant for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna, Yasya Deve Parabhakti Ratha Deve Tatha Guru, when we chant for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna, then it becomes bhajan. And there is no other ulterior motive, then Krishna will descend in the form of Shuddhana. That this devotee is really, he's living na dhanam na janam na sundarim. He is not sitting to chant saying, let my day go good. Oh, it's a Monday today. My God, Krishna, please help me get through this day. No, he's not saying, I want this, I want that. He's just chanting for my pleasure. He's chanting out of love. Bhajatam priti purvakam. This is bhajan. Then Krishna will come as Shuddhanam. So bhajan is described. Bhajan means to perform the limbs of bhakti for the pleasure of Krishna. This means to give up all desires for enjoyment. Ahiki sukh and amutrika sukh. Happiness in this life and desire for happiness in the next life by going to Pitralok, Swargalok, whatever. No, nahi chahiye. न नाकपृष्ठम न च पार्यमिष्ठम न सार्वभौमम न रसाधिपत्यम न योग सिद्धिर अपुनर्भवम वा समंजसत्वय विरह यकांक्षे. This means to give up all desires for enjoyment in this world and in the next world, to dedicate one's mind unto Krishna, man, mana, and to develop a feeling of complete unity with Krishna. What do you call this unity in japa? Who knows the verse? What is this unity in japa? Who knows? When we sit down to chant japa, what is this unity with Krishna? Does it mean Sayujya Mukti? Ekatvam? No, what is this Ekatvam? Who knows? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gaur Chandra Prabhu, what is the definition of japa? Gaur Chandra Prabhu, his health is not good. Ajay Govind Prabhu, yes.
Prabhuji, to ask Krishna to keep us in his service.
Yes, as Prabhupada taught, Krishna, please keep me, engage me in your service. But there is a verse. What is this oneness? Here, Thakur Mahasaya is saying, quoting from Gopal Tapani Upanishad, develop a feeling of complete unity with Krishna. Manaha madhe sthito mantro, mantra madhe sthito mana, mana mantra samayuktam, etadi japa lakshanam. This is the definition of japa. So many times we have quoted this. Yes, Gaur Chandra Prabhu, you are saying something? Okay, no problem. So yes, this is the unity. That the mind is on the mantra is in the mind. When we are doing japa, when we are doing kirtan, the mind and the mantra become one. Because ultimately, manatrayati iti mantra. Mantra is that which purifies and delivers the mind. The mind will be delivered when the mind is on the mantra, and the mantra is in the mind. Mano madhe sthita mantra, mantra madhe sthita mana, mana mantra samayuktam. Unity. Etadhi japa lakshanam. Our acharyas have given this definition of mantra, of japa. So in japa, in the mind only mantra should be there. When Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj was asked, Maharaj, what is the qualification to become a guru? Diksha Guru. When can a person give Diksha? Would you like to know the answer of Srimad Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj? I think it was His Holiness Jayadvaita Swami Maharaj who asked this question to Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj. Maharaj, who can become a Shiksha? Who can become a Diksha Guru? What is the qualification to give Diksha? Srimad Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj said, one requirement is there. Not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One requirement is there. If this one requirement is fulfilled, one can become a Diksha Guru. Would you like to know the answer? Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj said, the one criteria to become a Diksha Guru is, and this is there in When Good Fortune Arises. There, you can read it. The one criterion to become a Diksha Guru is, Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj said, when we sit down to chant our japa, only thoughts of Radha and Krishna should come. No other thought. Every mantra that we chant, we should be thinking of Radha and Krishna. No other thought should come. If that is the state of consciousness, then one can become a Diksha Guru. Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj said, when we sit down to chant japa, the mind should not go here and there. The mind should be on Radha and Krishna. Because Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a Yugal mantra. Hare is Radharani, Krishna Ram are names of Lord Shama Sundar. Hare Krishna is Radhe Sham. Hare Ram is Radharaman. So when you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, thoughts of Radha and Krishna should come and nothing else. Then one can become a Diksha Guru. Because then we are able to do proper japa. Mana madhya sthita mantra, mantra madhya sthita mana, mana mantra samayuktam. Etadhi japa lakshana. So like that, this is the unity that Gopal Tapani Upanishad is telling us about. And this happens because of an overwhelming presence, overwhelming sense of prem. It is said. Overwhelming sense of prem. This bhajan also entails freedom from all result-oriented activity. Etad evacha naishkarmyam. Naishkarmyam. Freedom from all karma kand. So everybody is clear? Bhakti performed for the pleasure of Shri Krishna is bhajan. Bhajan means to give up all desires for enjoyment in this world and in the next world. Bhajan, bhakti means to dedicate one's mind completely to Krishna and develop a feeling of complete unity with Krishna. Mana mantra sama yuktam. Or mad gatena antara atmana. That is also with complete emotion when you are praying. Bharatam saro bhavena bharata. That is unity in bhajan, in prem. And complete freedom from karma kand. Jnana karma adi anavratam. Anukulyena Krishna. Shilanam Bhaktiruttama. Srila Rupa Goswami also said. It is said in the Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad 1.4.8. Atmanam eva priyam upasita. One should worship upasita. The Supreme Soul Shri Krishna. Atmanam eva priyam. As the dearest object of one's affection. How we should worship Krishna? That this Krishna is mine. Radharani is mine. My Radha Krishna, my Gaur Nitai, my Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Sudarshan. They are mine. We should have that feeling of love. I love them. I love my deities. They are not just some statues. I love them. That's how we should worship. Upasita. So again, the word of Priyam is there. So Bhakti means really to develop prem for Krishna. In the Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad 4.5.6, it is also said, Atma va are drashtavya shrotavyo mantavyo nididhyasitavya. Very important. This is Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad 4.5.6. O Maitri, one should see, drishtavya, one should hear about, shrotavya, one should think of, mantavya, manan karna, and one should meditate upon, nididhyasitavya, upon Paramatma. Paramatma vare, drashtavya, shrotavya, mantavya, nididhyasitva. We should do on the supreme absolute truth, Krishna, who is the Paramatma. This is there in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also. When our Babaji Maharaj is telling Brajnath, when one studies these Vedic statements carefully, where we are quoting from Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, Shvetashvatara Upanishad, Gopal Tapani Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, when we study these Vedic statements carefully, it is clear that bhakti is the best form of sadhana. Clearly it is there. See, Shrotavya, Drishtavya, Mantavya, Nididhyasatva. This means Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Vandanam, Archanam, Dasyam. These are all limbs of bhakti. And that is what the Vedic literature is recommending. So if we study the Vedic literature carefully in Guru Parampara, then by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, we will understand the true purport of the Vedas. Vedasya sarvair Krishna eva vedya. Only Krishna is to be known. Vrajnath. The Karma Kand section of the Vedas gives instructions to perform bhakti to Ishwar, who bestows the result of all action. Karma ka phal denge, isliye bhajan karo. Worship Krishna because we'll get karma phal. This is in the Karma Kand. In the Jnana Kand section of the Vedas, we also find instructions to satisfy Hari by performing bhakti through the medium of 4 types of sadhana known as sadhan chatustaya. So, to get mukti. So, how can bhakti be the sadhya if it is a sadhan, if it is a means to obtain bhukti through Karma Kand and mukti through Jnana Kand? Since bhakti is the means to get bhukti and mukti, it ceases to exist when it produces the desired goal, bhukti in Karma Kand and mukti in Jnana Kand. This is the general principle. Please educate me on this question. Are you understanding the question? The question is that in certain sections of the Karma Kand in the Vedas, it is mentioned, if you want the result of this karma, then you perform bhakti to Krishna, Krishna will give you this. If you want mukti, okay, you perform some bhajan of Krishna and ask Krishna for mukti. Such statements are also there in the Vedas. So he's saying now in the path of Karma Kand and Jnana Kand, where the sadhya, the goal is enjoyment, bhukti, and liberation, mukti, bhakti is described as a sadhan, as a means, as a process. So then how it can be eternal? Because once you get your goal, then you stop doing bhakti. So how it can be considered as sadhya? Because we discussed that bhakti is sadhan and bhakti is sadhya also. Shri Raghunath Das Babaji Maharaj responds, it is true that performing the regulated practices, sadhana of bhakti in Karma Kand gives material enjoyment. And performing bhakti sadhan in Jnana Kand gives mukti. After all, mukti pradata sarvesham Vishnu reva na samshaya. One cannot achieve any result without satisfying Parmeshwar. And he is only satisfied by bhakti. Bhaktya tushyati kevalam. Parmeshwar Krishna is satisfied only by bhakti. Krishna is the reservoir of all potencies. Parasya Shaktir Vividheva Shruyate. And whatever potency is found within the Jiva or within the inert matter, either in the Tatastha Shakti or in the Bahiranga Shakti, whatever potency is there is only an insignificant, infinitesimal display of Krishna's potency. Ekam Shena Sthito Jagat. Karma and Jnana cannot satisfy Krishna. Karma and Jnana give a result only with the help of Bhagavad Bhakti. Are you understanding this beauty? That even other paths like Karma Kand and Jnana Kand, they require an element of Bhakti to produce a result. But bhakti is the original. Without bhakti, even karma kand, jnana kand cannot work. They also need to do some bhakti to get their desired result. Karma kand and jnana kand are incapable of producing a result independent of bhakti. Therefore, it is seen that there is an arrangement for some performance of a semblance of bhakti in karma and jnana. Therefore, some bhakti is there even in karma and jnana. Because otherwise it will not work. Like there will be so many beverages. Someone can make chas, someone can make sharbat, someone can make Coca-Cola. All of them have a common ingredient. What is that? H2O, water. Without water, there is no Coca-Cola. Without water, there cannot be no chas. And without water, there cannot be any sharbat. So water is essential. Similarly, without bhakti, there can be no karma kand, there can be no jnana kand. Bhakti is required everywhere. But then there is something called as pure bhakti also. Uttama bhakti, kevala bhakti. That's what we want. So accordingly, the bhakti seen in karma kand, jnana kand is a semblance of bhakti. It is bhakti abhas. It is not Shuddha bhakti. Thakur Mahasaya is saying, it is not Shuddha bhakti. It is bhakti abhas simply as an instrument to bring about the results. So bhakti is so great that even other processes like karma kand, jnana kand cannot work without bhakti. There are two types of bhakti abhas. Bhakti abhas are of two types. Shuddha bhakti abhas, pure, or Viddha bhakti abhas, adulterated. I shall describe pure bhakti abhas, Shuddha bhakti abhas later. But for the present, you should know that there are three types of Viddha bhakti abhas. Viddha means contaminated, adulterated bhakti abhas. There are of three types. So bhakti is of two types. There is Shuddha bhakti, pure devotion, and there is bhakti abhas. Bhakti abhas is of two types. There is Shuddha bhakti abhas and there is Viddha bhakti abhas. Shuddha bhakti abhas will be described later. Viddha bhakti abhas is again of three types. Three types of Viddha bhakti abhas. These are bhakti abhas adulterated with fruitive action, karma kand. Bhakti abhas adulterated with monistic knowledge, jnana kand. Bhakti abhas adulterated with both fruitive action and monistic knowledge. These three types of adulterations are there. Karma kand adulteration, jnana kand adulteration, both karma and jnana adulteration. There will be someone who wants to enjoy aihik sukh and then get mukti also. So it will be a combination of karma kand and jnana kand. Through jnana kand they want mukti, through karma kand they want bhukti in this life. So aise bhi log hai. So in this way there are three types of Viddha bhakti abhas or adulterated bhakti abhas. This is not pure bhakti. While a person is performing a yajna, he may say, "Oh Indra, oh Surya Dev, please be merciful and give me result of this yajna." All activities exhibiting a semblance of bhakti adulterated with this type of desire is known as karma mishrit bhakti abhas. Bhakti abhas adulterated with karma. Some magnanimous souls have referred to this type of adulterated bhakti as devotion mixed with fruitive action. Karma mishra bhakti is also called karma mishra bhakti. Prabhupada says this. Others have described it as activities to which the symptoms of bhakti are indirectly attributed to. This is Arop Siddha Bhakti. It's not actual bhakti, but Arop Siddha Bhakti. They are calling it bhakti. Like Deva, O Deva, Ganapati Deva, तुमसे बढ़कर कौन और तुम्हारे भक्त जनों में हमसे बढ़कर कौन. भक्त जनों में हमसे बढ़कर कौन. मैं भक्त नहीं है. भक्ति केवल भगवान की होती है, ना कि किसी देवता की. गणेश जी शुद्ध वैष्णव देवता है. वैष्णव ठाकुर श्री शंकर भगवान के पुत्र. So he's a Vaishnava, very great Vaishnava, Devata, but not Bhagwan. Bhagwan is Krishna. Another person may say, "Oh Yadunandan Krishna, I have come to you out of fear of material existence. I chant your name, Hare Krishna, day and night. Please give me liberation. I don't want to suffer in this material world anymore. Oh Supreme Lord, you are Brahma. I have fallen in the trap of Maya. Please deliver me from this entanglement and let me merge in oneness with you." These sentiments are a semblance of bhakti, adulterated with monistic knowledge or jnana kand, jnana mishra bhakti. And the aim is liberation, mukti, jnana mishra bhakti. But it is bhakti abhas. It is actually a semblance of bhakti. It is not real bhakti. It is just somebody has aropit bhakti on that jnana mishra thing. So it is called arop siddha bhakti. These adulterated forms of devotion are different from Shuddha Bhakti. It is said in Bhagavad Gita, same verse, 6.47, last verse of 6th chapter that we discussed, Shraddhavan bhajate yomam. I consider that one who worships me with Shraddha, faith, is the best of all yogis. What is Shraddha? Who can define Shraddha? What is the definition of Shraddha? Shraddha shabde vishwas koile sudrida nischay Krishna bhakti kaile sarva karma krita hai. This is called Shraddha. Shraddha means to have complete faith that by doing Krishna bhakti, I will get everything. I don't want to aspire for anything else. That is Shraddha. Shraddhavan bhajate yomam. That is real bhakti. The bhakti to which Sri Krishna is referring to in this statement of Bhagavad Gita 6.47, Shraddhavan bhajate yomam, this bhakti that Krishna is referring to is Shuddha Bhakti. And this Shuddha Bhakti is our sadhana. Babaji Maharaj is saying. When this Shuddha Bhakti is perfected, it is Prem. When the Shuddha Bhakti is perfected, it becomes Prem. Bhajaner Madhya Shresht Navavida Bhakti. Krishna Prem Dite Dhare Mahashakti. It gives Krishna Prem. Bhakti will give Krishna Prem. Bhajan will give Krishna Prem if it is done properly. When this sadhana is perfected, Shuddha Bhakti sadhana is perfected, it is Prem. Karma and Jnana are the means to Bhukti and Mukti respectively. They are not means by which a Jiva can obtain Nitya Siddha Bhav or eternal constitutional possession of divine love. Is this clear? By practicing the path of Karma and Jnana, we can never get Swarup Siddhi. When Vrajnath had heard all these conclusive truths, he was unable to make further inquiries that day. Instead, he reflected within himself. The examination and discussion of all these subtle philosophical truths is superior to the dialectical analysis of Nyaya Shastra. Shri Raghunath Das Babaji Mahashaya is vastly learned in these matters. I will gradually acquire knowledge by inquiring from him about these topics. It is quite late now, so I should return home. Thinking thus, he said, Shri Babaji Mahashaya, today by your mercy, I have received essential superior knowledge, Divya Dhyan. I would like to come to you from time to time to receive this type of instruction. You are a deeply realized scholar and a great teacher. Please be merciful to me. Kindly permit me to ask you just one more question today. Did Shri Shachinandan Gaurahari, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, write any book in which all of his instructions can be found? I want to read. If my Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Shri Chaitanya Dev has written any book where his instructions are there, I want to read it. If Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wrote, I'm anxious to read it. Shri Raghunath Das Babaji Mahashaya replied, Shriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not write any book of his own, but his followers wrote many books on the order of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna Prem, Krishna Bhakti, Seva Pravartan, Lupta Tirtha Uddhara or Vairagya Shikshan. Mahaprabhu instructed Sanatana Goswami to write books about Krishna Bhakti. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally gave the Jivas 8 instructions in the form of aphorisms, sutras, named Shri Chaitanya Shikshashtaka. These are like a necklace of jewels for the bhaktas. In these 8 shlokas, Shri Chaitanya Dev has imparted the instructions of the Vedas, the Vedanta, the Upanishad, and the Puranas in a concise and confidential manner, as if keeping a vast ocean in a single pitcher. Based on these confidential instructions, the bhaktas, devotees, have composed 10 fundamental principles known as Dasha Mula. This Dasha Mula succinctly describes both Sadhya and Sadhan with reference to the topics of Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojan. You should understand this first. First, you have to understand Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojan. Whatever you order, it is my duty to fulfill, said Vrajnath. You are my Shiksha Guru. I will come tomorrow evening and take instruction from you on Dasha Mula. Vrajnath then offered Dandavat Pranam to Shri Raghunath Das Babaji Mahashaya, who embraced him with great affection. My son, said Babaji Maharaj, my son, you have purified the Brahman lineage. It will give me great pleasure if you come tomorrow evening. Thus ends the 12th chapter of Jaiva Dharma entitled Nitya Dharma and Sadhan. And this is the end of the first division. श्रील भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाशय की जय। नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुग वरायते। The best amongst the followers of Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada is Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahasaya. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. So this is the end of the first division, 12 chapters. Unbelievable that we were able to finish the first division. So dear devotees, I would like to take a little break because these everyday classes are taking a toll on family life, because I have to spend time with my children also. Gopal and Maithili, they are both always complaining that I don't have time. So I will stop the Jaiva Dharma study here, and I will be in touch with Ajay Govind Prabhu and we will plan what to do next. But this will be the last class of Jaiva Dharma for now. And I would like to take a little break and give some more time to family. But this is a very beautiful book. This book has stolen my heart, Jaiva Dharma. I don't know why, but ever since my Shiksha Gurudev, Shripad Mukundatta Prabhu, head pujari of Shri Shri Krishna Balram Mandir in ISKCON Vrindavan, told me to study this book, it has really stolen my heart. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita is my most favorite book, and I feel Jaiva Dharma is a continuation of Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Like, see, Shri Raghunath Das Babaji Maharaj is a disciple of Shri Raghunath Das Goswami, who is described so extensively in Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita is an extension, continuation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam ends with Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranama Dukkhashanam Stam Namami Harim Param. And Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita is full of Nama Sankirtan and Dandavat Pranam, Dandavat Pranam, Dandavat Pranam. You see, you type Dandavat and you put in search and see how many hits you get in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Everywhere, the devotees are offering Dandavat Pranam. Haridas Thakur offering Dandavat, Rup Goswami Dandavat Pranam, Pratap Rudamai offering Dandavat Pranam to each other. And Nam Sankirtan is everywhere. Sankirtan in Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita is continuation of Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam is a continuation of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, and Bhagavatam teaches Sharanagati. So like that. Bhagavatam is a compilation of the stories of different Sharanagat Bhaktas. Kunti Maharani se leke to Uttara, and then Vidur, Pandavas, Draupadi Devi, Gajendra, Prahlad, Dhruva, one after the other, Ambarish Maharaj, all Sharanagat Bhaktas, and culminating in the gopis. So like that. So Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Shri Jaiva Dharma, this is a continuum. And it continues as Prabhupada Lilamrit. So much to read, so much to relish. But I would like to take a little break because already I'm not having time to correct Bhakti Vaibhav papers also. I have not corrected even one paper. It's been months since the exam was taken, so I feel guilty. I'm not able to balance. So I'm trying to cut now. Ambarish Charitra also is one class is left, then we'll finish. And that will also end. So Wednesdays will be freed up. So please continue reading Jaiva Dharma. And regarding the tests, I will discuss Ajay Govind Prabhu for the first division tests. And then regarding second division, we will see what to do. Maybe some other speaker, other Vaishnava devotee can do. Or I will be in touch with Ajay Govind Prabhu and Kirtila Sundari Mataji. So thank you very much, dear devotees. Shri Jaiva Dharma ki jai, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Are there any questions on today's topic? If not, then it is already 9:30 almost, so we'll stop here. Thank you very much, dear devotees. Thank you for staying with me for the first section of Jaiva Dharma. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Pranam, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Dharma. Hare Krishna.